All right, gents. I apologize for that. My fault. My fault. I thought, I thought I could get that motherfucker turned around. Well, if I started doing it, doing the fucking phone this way, like in portrait, I could go to landscape. Couldn't do it that way. Check everybody out. I don't know why can't take that phone call. I can't take that phone call. Sorry about that. Let's see who's in the house first. Darth MGTOW. Straight up number one. Number one. Darth MGTOW again, number one. Sorry about that, gents. Goddamn, what a silly thing to do. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hank the Mean Man. Thumbs up, man. Oh, hey. Red Pill Mixed Breed. What's up? What's good, Zero, man. Chilling. Just sitting on. I think I sit on the bed tonight instead of just like sitting on the fucking floor and leaning back on it. Mr. Hate Vicious. Oh my goodness. In the house, making a triumphant return. What's up, Mr. Hate Vicious? How you doing, brother, man? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Let's see if we can get that thing poked up there a little bit. This shit's a little bit different. Bayman, here we are again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Successful Endeavors, one of the chief wrenches, and we're back. Goddamn right. I'm sorry about that, guys. I really thought that if the phone was like this, that I could turn it like this and it would be cool. I was trying to see if I could do comments in my own stream on my own phone, and it won't let me do it. So that's one of the reasons that we're undertaking this collection drive to get some fucking studio equipment in and get it in hopefully before the beginning of 2021. We've got a lot of things on the table, a lot of good stuff planned and ready to go, and we've got some big participation in it, and you'll be seeing some of that here shortly, very, very soon. As soon as I can get a few things finalized, gents, keep your ears peeled and your eyes peeled, because it's going to get real interesting real fast. Cheers. Developed a taste for those here in the last few days. All that fucking taurine. MGTOW Live, that's better. Yeah, man, that's better. 314J Rock, hello everyone. Christian MGTOW, what's up, Hammer? Zero, man, just chilling. Eddie MGTOW, it's all good. JP, hello, gentlemen. MGTOW Thread, Carmen, are you shouting out a female on this channel? MGTOW Thread, what's wrong with you? The Oklahoma Bachelor Bulldog Simp set got destroyed by MGTOW Dictionary last night. Oh, man. Oh. I didn't see it. You know what I did see, though? I saw a channel with 250,000 subs do a live stream with 63 people in the box. That's what I saw. There's something that's not right about that equation. There's something that's not right about that. Let me tighten this motherfucker down a little bit. Oh yeah, there you go. There's something that's not right about that equation, gents. There's no channel out there that I have ever watched that has 100, 150, 250,000 subs. When they go live, that gets 63 fucking bites, where 63 people are looking at it. There's no way. Something's up with that. It says Bulldog Mindset got destroyed by MGTOW Dictionary last night on his regular Saturday Night Live. Are you saying that was on Bullshit Simpset's channel? Because if that's the case, man, I'm gonna go take a look at that. I gotta see that. That's pretty awesome. We America 110, howdy! What's up, man? Bridges don't fly. Beers up to all. Thank you, sir. MGTOW Live, what up, all? Successful Endeavors, hey, Okie. Fist Deep, what's up? Missed last night, ain't missing tonight. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, man. Don't miss it. Before we go any farther, let me back this motherfucker up a little bit. Oh, man. Yeah, look at all that table shaking. before we go any farther, man, I have to give a heartfelt and sincere thank you to all of the men, all of the people. I assume it's all men. It would be highly unusual to see females donating to this, but to all of the men that have donated $1, 10, 20, 100, and there's more. You know who you are, big donors. I'm not going to say nothing about you because you've requested not to be mentioned, and that's okay. That's all good. But you know who you are, and I wanted to tell you thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. It is not cheap, and it is not easy to get together a podcasting studio. And I'm not talking about going and getting some $1 million set up or spending $10,000 or any bullshit like that. I don't think that you have to do that. Obviously, look at what we're doing right here, right now, right? And this is on a $200 phone. But if you want guests, if you want a more professional production, not necessarily a more polished production, but a more professional production, then it takes money and it takes time. And I want to say thank you to all of you that are coming out of your pockets, that are donating your hard-earned to this investment that I'm putting forth. Every dollar that you donate, I match, plain and simple. I've already got $2,500 of my own dollars in it. And I must say, man, people are answering the call, and it feels fucking great. It feels great to know that I don't have to do it all by myself. And I don't know how long a lot of you have been here or been on this channel, but if there's one thing that you know, I'm kind of hard-headed when it comes to sticking my hand out, when it comes to accepting donations. I waited almost 5 years before I opened up a PayPal to do this. So for my gents, my wrenches that are holding on to that link, if you don't mind, please drop the link. And anybody that feels necessary, feels that what we do here is valuable, and you want to see that expand and you want to see it grow to another level, please contribute as you can. $1, $5, $10. I don't care. It doesn't make a difference. It all adds up. And right now we've got some good adding. You know what I'm saying? That stuff works for me. And I know that it works for you. And the better that the setup is, the more that comes in, the more I can dedicate to it. You all know that truckers drive and drive and drive and drive. And my God, do we ever put the fucking miles in? You know, and I put in a ton of miles, and I'm a local driver. So it's next to impossible for an OTR guy to do something like that, an over-the-road truck driver to do something like that, to get a studio set up, unless they're going home, unless they've got a place to go to. And even then, it's on somebody else's schedule, not theirs. Excuse me. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I deeply appreciate the contributions and the donations that come in to help me construct this studio. Any of the overages that come in are going to help me to possibly kind of try to help reconstruct people's lives out here. You know, if that means stopping on the side of the road and filming an interaction with somebody, taking them down the road so that they can get something to eat, if they got fucking dusty shoes on, to help them with shoes, if they hadn't had their fucking laundry washed in 2 weeks, to help them wash their goddamn laundry. You know, if you got to be on the street, you should at least be somewhat comfortable, reasonably comfortable, right? So that stuff is coming down the pipe too. So like I said, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you that have donated, that have chosen to donate your hard-earned money, because it matters. It matters to me. I don't know what anybody else would say about that, but it matters to me. It's difficult for me to open myself to the idea of taking, I don't want to say charity, you know, or even taking a hand up. That has been a lifelong struggle of mine. So I guess that's kind of odd. I don't know. Who the hell knows? You know, there are a lot of folks out there that have a lot more than I have that have the same issue. They won't take any kind of assistance or any kind of help. I feel like, I don't know, how should I feel? I feel like I let myself down a little bit when I ask for that stuff, or when I put the idea out there that I'm asking for it. But it's gotten to the point where I need to start building that studio, and I need to start getting a better quality of podcast, a better production out. And so that's why I'm doing it. And you're not obligated under any circumstance. You don't have to. So if you feel like you want to, I will gladly accept it. And I'll show you all them fucking receipts. When it's all said and done, you'll see what the money went for. I don't just stick it in a bank or go run off down the road or go get my dick sucked or anything like that. You know what I'm saying, man. It's something that you're going to see. You will see the fruits of your contributions on screen, and I'll make sure of that. Anyways, let's get the hell off of that. 91 of you madcaps in the fucking box. 50 Fonzies. I just passed my name up something right there. Boom. Bridges don't fly. MGTOW saves men's lives. It does. As a matter of fact, I just got a text earlier today from someone who will remain unnamed that if they hadn't come across MGTOW, me, Sandman, and RPM mentioned by name, that they would have killed themselves. That makes me want to fucking cry. You know, it really does. It is so sad to me that men are so desperate and so broken and so lost. You know, and I don't think that this person would take what I just said as a slight or a slap on them, because it's not that. It's never been that. It'll never be that. It's just amazing to me to look at the nation of men out here and then compare them with men from 50 years ago, 60 years ago. You can't tell me that that's normal, that it's natural. That's not evolution, it's de-evolution. You know, that's what the war on men looks like. The fruits are out here for everyone to see. It's just a lot of them are too horrified to open their eyes. They don't want to acknowledge what's coming down the pipe. They don't want to see it. Gold Skull MGTOW. Was that a Monster Energy drink? Right there. What's that shit say? Zero sugar Monster Energy. What was the taurine? And my son takes the can right there because of the double XP for Infinity, for Halo Infinity, or Infinite, whatever you want to call it. And he gives these to his friend because he knows that his friend plays it. And I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, man, I just started kind of getting into these a little bit. And I've had like 6 of these motherfuckers in the last, well, no, like 4 of these in the last 4 days. And I haven't drank 4 of these in 15 years, you know, but that shit right there, that taurine right there, that taurine's got such an interesting taste to it, and it stays cold. It stays cold. Cheers, by the way. Zool. Eddie MGTOW subbing to the new one, Mr. Hate Vicious. Hope for more content from you. And Mr. Hate Vicious, if you're still here in the box, please feel free to put your channel link in the description box there. Well, in the comments. And men, if you don't know who Mr. Hate Vicious is, you are missing out. He is a treat. He's a straight shooter. He tells it the way it is. And the guy is rock solid, man. He took some time off. I think he's going to be back for a little bit. And you won't be wasting your time subbing to that channel. So I highly recommend it. Lee Davidson. Don't be hating on women. Everyone should own one, but not these thoughts in society today. I agree with you, brother. As far as owning is concerned, I'm not sure I want all that responsibility. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit on the fucking floor. I'm just more comfortable. Sitting on the floor. Look at that chrome-ass dome right there. Yeah, man, I'm just more comfortable sitting down on the floor. There you go. Harry Holbrook, drive on Hammerhand. Greetings from New Mexico. Oh, man! Greetings, New Mexico. How you doing out there? MGTOW Live. Bullcock needs to start work at my job with the She-Devils. Excuse me. It's Timothy Sokol. Stuck here in California. Damn. Zool Bulldog is an insurgent. Yeah, he is. Let's see if I can get that fucking light to come down. How the fuck did that happen? You guys see that shit? The screen just brightened up. Yeah, he is, man. But now we don't want to be too mean. Okay, motherfucker, son of a bitch. Sorry about that, gang. We don't want to be too mean to John, okay? Because he's teetering on the edge right now. My man wants to come back here. He don't want me nowhere in the picture. He don't want me nowhere in the picture. But he wants to come back here, and he wants to, you know, maybe do a set or two. And I think it would be interesting to hear from the brother. You know, I think it'd be interesting. You know, because he would be playing to a different kind of crowd. Right? He'd be playing to a different kind of crowd. John plays to the people that hear what he's selling. Now, if he was playing to y'all, y'all could give him some interesting feedback. And I am sure that he would be a better human being for it. Bridges don't fly. I suggest all sub to Mr. Hate Vicious. He will enlighten you to a new world. Craig Furness. Uh-oh, here comes the buffering. No, that was just these big fucking hands here. I accidentally hit my fucking off button. Oh my God. KT, any Doug Stanhope fans? I do not know who Doug Stanhope is, but if you have a channel description and you'd like to put it in there, by all means, KT, please do that. Shinobi One, Red Pill Addict 36, thanks for all your support on my channel, brother. Blessings unto ye, as always. Wandering Jedi, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you, Wandering. I appreciate that, brother. Master J, thanks. It's highway time. Mr. Hate Vicious is back? Yeah, man. Yeah, Mr. Hate Vicious is back in the house. I told him a little while ago, I said, man, you are missed. You are missed. Do what you got to do out there, but you are missed. So even if it's not very frequent recordings, frequent messages to the Brotherhood, I really think that people would appreciate him sticking around. But I also understand that you got to do what you got to do. Taking care of your life is number one, right? Am I right? Of course I'm right. So sometimes if that means disconnecting, pulling these off, turning this motherfucker off, and going out there and living, you have to do that. You have to do that. You got to take care of number one. MGTOW Thread, small hands here, big guns. You don't need big hands to put big holes in people. No, you don't. Oh, man. Oh, look at it. Dashing through the snow with a one horse, so bring it out and sleigh. Over the hills he goes, slapping holes all the way. Red Pill Addict 36, no problem, Shinobi One. I'm supporting the fam. It's highway time. Doug Stanhope is an awesome comedian. Cool. Dale City, dog shit mindsets followers are men just like him. Douchebags. All right. Now I don't want to contradict you, and I'm not going to contradict you, but I'm gonna give a little more context to that. I think that they are men who are still very blue-pilled, and that's why we are here. That's why MGTOW exists, why Real Red Pillars exist, why Monk exists, is to intercept the people that are coming into this domain and steer them away from people like Bulldog Mindset, Richard Cooper, Rollo Tomasi, all of these people that have built lives and reputations on being red-pilled when they're really no such thing. They're no such thing. These people insist on putting themselves in the line of fire. They insist on harming themselves and others. And you can't have it both ways. Not in my world. Not in my world. If you're talking about self-actualization, if you're talking about the principles of MGTOW, as we know them, that is to steer your ass away from usury. And that's anybody that is committing usury against you. And right now, it's a whole lot of men committing usury against other men. Cheers. I will tell you one thing. That taurine dries out the back of my fucking throat. Big Pitch, Hammerhand. Not sure if you remember me. I haven't seen one of your videos since around New Year's. I didn't know you came back to YouTube. Good to see you again. You are a voice of reason in these trying times. Man, there's a whole bunch of voices of reason. And yeah, your name does sound familiar. Did you change your name? Did you change your name? That was about the time that old YouTube started fucking around with me and shadow banning me, sandboxing me, stealing fucking subs, all kinds of stupid shit. But you can go to, places like Social Blade and you can get your real numbers and then you can kind of get a really good idea of how badly you're being fucked with. Vlad Tepes, I hope it's Tepes, man. What a damn shame MGTOW content creators don't get any credit for saving lives. It's possibly because it's men's lives that are being saved, therefore not newsworthy. I would say that there's a lot to that. There's a lot to that. When you wake up to the fact that motherfuckers hate you, that they view you as a disposable item, that they view you as a utility. What did I say months and months and months ago? Maybe years ago now, the futility of the utility. Excuse me again. Damn, that stuff is gaseous. The futility of the utility, gentlemen. So it doesn't surprise me at all to see men just, when they wake up, that they just turn off, that they just shut down, or that they go and self-delete. It is really not easy. It's not easy at all to understand why, or not hard at all to understand why men self-delete. It's not in a vast majority of the cases. I don't endorse it, and I've said this before. I used to give that notion a really hard time. I used to be really down on guys that would kill themselves. And now, having gone through this, I completely understand it. I still wouldn't want them to do it. I still wouldn't want them to kill themselves. I mean, you go to sleep and you don't get up, and then everything that you ever had or ever will have never happens. It's gone. You have to get through that shit right here. You have to get through it. You have to. You owe it to yourself. You can convince yourself that you owe it to your kids or to your loved ones. And to an extent, I couldn't argue with that. But you absolutely owe it to yourself more than anything else. More than anything else. If you're a good, functional adult, if you're taking care of yourself, the people that you invite into your life, into your immediate circle, they will be taken care of as well. That's just the way that men work. Red Pill Addict 36. Shinobi 1 is one of the real. Shinobi 1 is one of the real ones. I know. Been there. Eric Tate. Hi everybody. Hi Hammerhand. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Dick Marks. I've come for a dirty Santa and a clean martini. Greetings and praise be Hammerhand. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. It's too fucking early for that. Because I said so. It's too damn early for that. We'll do it. It's highway time. Bring it out. Oh. I did it again. Lee Davidson. Exactly. MGTOW thread. Hotline or hotline? Or hotline. Brandon B, LMAO, Red Pill Addict 36. Mr. Hate Vicious, it's about time he returned. I agree. KT, no you didn't. Yes he did. Red Pill Addict, he had awesome videos. Damn right he did. Viking MGTOW, Shinobi One, I'm helping out a blue pill friend who got kicked out of his girlfriend, got kicked out by his girlfriend, living there for 2 months while she was riding the carousel and happy. One day he came home, blah, blah, and it went to fucking hell. That is not good. Daniel Banfield, dirty mother fucking Santa. And so, Big Top Red, what will women do without us? That's a very interesting question. They will be forced to evolve. They will be forced to evolve. This thing with men and MGTOW, and I'm not going to get real political, but I'm going to say this here for the next couple of minutes. The rightist, nationalist, populist movement, should I say movement, or is it just a restoration of common sense that is sweeping over the Western world and routing these fucking Bolsheviks and communists and Marxists is not going to last if people don't keep it up. But I highly suspect that they're going to keep it up. The next 4 years, my friends, no matter who comes out on top November 3rd and 4th, is going to be very, very interesting. I highly suspect that we're going to have massive fucking riots election night. And I also highly suspect that when they announce Trump as the winner of the election again, that your National Guards are going to be deployed. Because he has nothing to lose. The second they declare him a winner, he's a lame duck. So he has nothing to lose. He can't get elected again. Plain and simple. If you see Biden winning this one, just hunker down and wait for it. That's all I got to say. No more political bullshit tonight. Shinobi One, MGTOW Church Season 2, Episode 5 is out now. It's your church brothers. Welcome home. This week's show is about leadership and how my brothers are the great leaders that we need. We are uncovering those great future speakers, leaders, thinkers, and intellectuals every single day. Right here. Right fucking here. In every live stream that goes down like this, every person in the chat, everybody has an opportunity to step it up just a little bit. And it's not shaming language. It's not a man up kind of thing, because fuck that. But to step up the effort a little bit. If you like that freedom, the limited freedom that we've got, if you want more of that, if you want your fucking taxes lowered or eliminated, if you want police forces reduced, if you want 50,000 laws not on the books to hem your ass up every time you make a move, then you got to get involved. Not everybody will get involved, but some people will. And I think it's going to be enough. At least I hope it's going to be enough. Successful endeavors. Hammer, only your wrenches can post up channel links. YouTube auto deletes everyone else. All right. Well, sorry about that, gang. So if we got shout outs for wrenches to go and get shit, or if we got shout outs and regular comments for links or stuff to come up, I'll just ask the wrenches to go grab that stuff. Lee Davidson, how about those Hunter Biden videos with Obama's fake daughter and some Kumi's underage daughter in another one? Sicko. Yeah, you can pretty much color Biden's campaign toast. It's over. Early voting is crushing records everywhere. They say that there's over 50 million and headed towards 60 million early voters already. That's almost, that's coming very, very close to half of the electorate. That's almost half of all people that voted in the last election in 2016 have already voted now. In early voting, I'm going out tomorrow with the brother, the mother, and anybody else that wants to come along, and we're voting tomorrow. I know some of you are going to say, oh God, what's the fucking point? I can't argue with you. If there's no point and it doesn't matter, then it doesn't hurt to just go cast a fucking vote. I don't have to pay for the ballot. You just go in there and cast the vote. And if it turns out the way that you want it to turn out, then great. If it doesn't, don't riot. Don't kill nobody. It's just sounding silly. Polska Bob. Hi, hello. Just subbed a week ago. To Mr. Hate Vicious, I assume you're talking about. Red Pill Addict 36. Are you bringing it out? Oh. I can't do it 3 times in one show. It'll blow the whole fucking thing up. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Dick Marks. I have a lot of blue pill magoos in real life clinging and treating me like a father figure. Did you mean to say magoos, man? That's great. Cheers, man. Cheers. Shelby one. Viking MGTOW, you're a good man. Be his dad and tell him how it is. Can't be the nice guy when sharing truth. Truth is truth. Blessings, my brother. I could not agree more. $1 Richard Cooper. But that beard. He's getting there. He's got to fill it in a little bit, but he's getting there. Wandering Jedi. Bullshit simp set. It's a misguiding men back to the plantation. I don't think he's misguiding them. He's flat out fucking lying to them. And that's what a lot of those guys do over there, you know, and it kind of sucks, but there's a lot of heavyweight MRAs that say, you know, I understand what you MGTOWs are saying, but, you know, 99% of the population wants to pair bond. You know, even in light of the fact that they're going to get their balls kicked in, and somebody's going to fucking box their fucking cheeks for them and give them both fucking sides. We're just not going to teach you anything else. We're not going to tell you that controlling your biology is going to stop all of that. Dead in its fucking tracks. We're not going to tell you that the need to pair bond is rooted in selfishness. We're not going to tell you that either. We're just going to let you figure it out. These guys, they will say, we've done a shit ton for men, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong. They have done so much for men. They have opened the fucking doors to men, to the conversation, to the things that need to be said, for men to make their own fucking choices, men to have laws that concern them, not imprison them. They've done a lot. But they also opened the door to the feminist influence. They also opened the door to the voice of woman speaking on behalf of men. Fuck that. Fuck that. No thanks. No thanks. I'll pass. Zool. If anyone wants a good red pill read, I recommend checking out Schopenhauer's On Women. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's some solid old school knowledge gold. Right on, man. LC, I just bought a hard hat. Sweet. Sweet. I used to wear one of those, but it's like it sat like way the fuck up here. It was really odd looking. It had a big head. MGTOW thread. My beard just comes out. It takes effort for me to stop it. Bam. Bam. James Von Maxwell in the house. Is it me or is this guy just fugly? Why are you always fucking with me, Ginger? What's wrong with you? We're supposed to be friends. Just saying. Bridges don't fly. Viking, MGTOW, and Shinobi are good channels to sub to as well. Not shilling, just don't shoot the messenger, please. No. Excuse me. Look, if you can recommend good channels, channels that have been steady and consistent, they don't flip-flop, they don't get to a certain sub count and then try to drag their nuts all over the people that put them there, by all means, recommend them. All means. That's not shilling at all. Timothy Sokol took time and just looked at the full gun safe. Oh yeah, gonna need a big truck. Oh yeah, that's a good gun safe. MGTOW thread. Ginger! He's talking about hamster. Hamster, the fucking vile little turd-eating hamster. Because you see him rolling his fucking turds up and sticking them in the fucking closet somewhere to make a nest out of. Viking MGTOW, Shinobi one, thank you, brother, and true. By the way, Ginger Hamster, when we get off this one, if you and Chronic are ready to do something at that point in time, then I'll jump on with you. But I waited for that answer, homeboy, and you never gave it back to me, so I went ahead and started this live. 172 of you ballers in the fucking house, in the box. 96 A's. Oh yeah. Shinobi one. Shill away, brother. Bridges don't fly. YouTube doesn't do it for us. Goddamn right. Polska Bob. Oh shit. The Ginger Hamster is here. Oh, Red Pill Addict 36. Hammer usury is at an all-time high. You're damn right. Look, man, it has always been a thing. It's one of those out in the open secrets that people just don't talk about, you know? It's like that fucking uncle of yours, you know, that you don't ever talk about. It's weird. It's weird how we accept the bullshit that we accept into our lives. You know, I had to sit down years and years and years ago and start asking myself questions about stuff like that. Why do we accept these things? Why don't we say anything? No, we don't. Yeah, sorry about the buffering, gentlemen. Sorry about that. Dick Marks. Every day I'm buffering, buffering. I know that fucking song. James Von Maxwell. Uh-oh, Hammer has been hammered by the Thors over at YouTube. Now, I don't know, man. I'm just out here in the fucking sticks. You know, I'm just out here in the sticks. I don't get a fantastic Wi-Fi signal, but I haven't had that problem here for a couple, 3 weeks now. So, yeah. Shinobi 1, it's Monday here. If I worked, I'd have to cancel my work to watch Hammer. Damn. Damn. Don't cancel your work, brother. You can always watch the replay. Unless, of course, I get jacked. In the meantime, BDF, Bridges Don't Fly. We good now. Polska Bob, let's overdrive the likes. Thank you, gentlemen. I do appreciate that. Tim S, hit that Fonzie button. Yeah. Gold Skull MGTOW, buffering to full stop. Yep, I know. MGTOW thread. Hammer got in the zone. Man, I did. I attracted somebody's attention and they came in here and they fucking slapped me with both sides. MGTOW thread, they don't like that. Fuck no, they don't. Dale City, we were doing so good too. Well, we're still okay, man. We're all right. We're all right. Successful endeavors. Buffering. Wax on. Wax off. I do me some fucking... Oh, you don't need to know that. The Freak. Hey, yo, freak on. Scoseal, party on. I'm buffing. Tim S., your buffering has been good the last few streams. My lack of buffering has been good the last few streams. I just picked up this Wi-Fi tower over here. You know what? Hold on. I'll show you. Hold on. See that shit? You see that shit? Right there. Oh, yeah. That buffering fucking tower. Fuck that tower. I can't say fuck it too much because it actually has been very beneficial to have it. And that's why I picked it up. But, yeah, man. Shinobi 1. Nah, I'm a farmer now. So I've the freedom to do what I want. That's outstanding. Gents, do me a favor. I'm going to turn the camera over here for just a second. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something that I just started doing. No, it's not perverse or nasty. But hang on. And I'm going to turn my goddamn heat off because the fucking shit is killing me in here. It's too damn hot. Boy. Hang on, gentlemen, hang on. I'm right here. You know, we sit around and we talk a lot about the things that we would like to do. And I've never been one of those guys that needed a lot. I don't need a lot. I like to do certain things. And you folks know that I very much enjoy, or maybe some of you don't know, but back in the day, as the kids used to say, and I don't do that no more, I was a comic collector. I loved comic books. Oh man. Oh man. So I went and picked up a couple of the series that I liked quite a bit, and one of them was what you just saw there, Wildcats, and another one was this one, Wetworks. Now you may not know what Wetworks is or who did it. Wilts Portasio started Wetworks. And he was, when Image Comics was started, those artists that broke off of Marvel and DC, and they formed Image Comics back in the very early 90s, like 91, 2, 3, right around there, when they started talking about it and they did it. And I was shocked that they did it. Everybody was shocked that they did it. But here's another cover right here. See Wetworks. And of course, Team 7 guy. Death Blow. Good shit. Really good stuff. But I went out and I got the whole fucking series. And you can find the entire series for stuff like this if you want it and if you're looking for it. If comics was your thing. Yeah. I got the entire series of Wetworks. I picked this whole fucking series up for $30. These are all in very fine or near mint. No back breaks, no spine. Well, there's a spine break right there. But no back breaks, no pages, no twisting, no nothing, no foxed edges. All in very good shape. Very, very good shape. And I'm going to start reading my goddamn books again. There's nothing, like zero, nothing out here today that is worth a shit as far as comics are concerned to read. Here's another one that I really liked. I liked this series right here. Stormwatch. See that? Can you see that? You know how motherfuckers are always running their mouths talking shit? There's no diversity. There's no diversity. We don't have no blacks. We don't have no women. What the fuck is this? What is this? The fucking lead guy, black. Second on the cover, female. Then the fucking Japanese mutant. But we ain't got no diversity. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these people. Here he is on number 3. Issue number 3. Boom. Boom. You can't force diversity or bullshit like that. You can't inject politics into storytelling. I mean, and if you do, you have to do it in a clever way. You see, you have to do it in a way that these folks like it, these folks like it, and all your fence sitters like it. But that's what I've started doing. I spent my own money, by the way. $50. I spent $50 on those. I got the entire Wetworks run. I got 0 through 4 of Stormwatch, and I reacquired number 1 in the first annual for Wildcats. And I have yet to sit down and read them, but I loved them way back in the day. And I'm going to revisit them, and I want to see if they hold up over time. I suspect that they will. Gabriel Biliat. I hope that's not like that Russian curse, man. Hey, Hammerhand. Just finished watching your last stream, and here I am. First time seeing you live. It's a bit late here in the UK, but it doesn't matter. I always enjoyed your videos. Thanks, Gabriel. I appreciate that, man. Dick Marks. Why ask why? Try Wi-Fi. That's a mouthful. You could really fuck that one up. Bridges don't fly. Fate chicken, Shinobi. Pulse kebab. Hammer. Any relation with the quartering? Same last name. No, our last names are a little bit different. My last name is Hamby, like H-A-M-B-Y. His is Hambly, B-L-Y, Hambly. Somewhere down the road, we're related. Somewhere down the road, we are related. I don't know what the relationship is, but somewhere down the road, we're related. But I watched Jeremy, man, but the fucking shilling is strong with that one. I try, man. I try so hard to get through the portions where he's shilling, but he shills like a motherfucker. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. If you support your content creators, if the people that you listen to on this fucking thing right here do anything for you, man, drop a dime on them. I don't mean a dime bag. Just drop $5, $1. Anything like that matters, and it keeps these guys, I don't want to say placated, that's not the right word. It keeps them motivated. A lot of people are motivated by the cash. They're motivated by money. The thing that only ever motivated me, and I'm not suggesting that it's just that. It's not just that. It's got to be more. You have to have a passion for what you're doing, and even that's an overused statement. Really overused. But I've done this, what I'm doing here, is because I want to. I need to. I know that there are things that are incorrect out here in the fucking ether. I know that. And they got to fix it. At least got to try. 164 of you madcaps in the house. 121 AIDS. Thank you. If my mod that I contacted earlier, SCE, if you would drop that link in the chat, brother, I would appreciate it very much. He's going to drop a link or if you gentlemen feel like what I do is a benefit to you, it's a benefit to the community, please, please feel free to donate. That donation is going to go to what? Building a studio. Hear all of these echoes? That's because there's nothing in here filling this motherfucker up except me and my big head. And it's going to go to help men down the road. And anything that you do is much appreciated. And if you don't, please like, share, and subscribe. Those things really matter. Red Pill Addict 36. It's funny how they say that Black Panther was the first black superhero movie. What about... They're full of shit. They're full of shit. I mean, we're sitting there talking about Blade. You know, when they're done, when they're talking all of that nonsense about, oh man, Wakanda, baby, no. And we're like, what the fuck? What happened with Blade? How did they miss Blade? You know, no. How many fucking superhero movies did you have out with black leads? Well, you had Blade, you had Spawn. I don't think Spawn was really super successful. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. Especially John Leguizamo playing the demon. I've always liked John Leguizamo. I hope that he doesn't come out with any fucking Trump derangement syndrome and force me to hate his fucking guts. You know? And don't get me wrong, guys. If it was on the other side of that and people were coming out with Biden derangement syndrome, I would fucking hate that too. I don't need all of this shit injected into my pop culture. I don't need that. I don't want that. Dick Marks, hamster, that's awesome. Dr. MGTOW, I'm tri-racial and I hate diversity. I guess we all kind of are, right? I mean, I got some pretty white skin, obviously, you can see it, right? Pretty white skin, but people look at your color, you know, like this, and they're like, oh man, he's just that. In my line, we are Scandinavian, English, Irish. We have small, like Elizabeth Warren small quantities of native mixed in. We have big portions of Germanic and Saxon and Normandic mixed in. But it's about 60% British. So, yeah. English. Yeah, we've got some great lines in there. We've got some great heritage in there. And we are descended from, in my opinion, some of the most fantastic human beings ever. Here's a little known fact. My mother's maiden name is Osgood. It won't do you any good if you try to look her up or ravage her bank account out there, all of you MGTOW fans. Her last name is Osgood, and over the years, over the centuries, we have tracked our family lineage back to Scandinavia. Some of it back to Scandinavia, and their original last name was God, G-O-D, God, and it was Osgod, Osgot, and then Osgood. So yeah, it took on a meaning of its own, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see where all of that shit comes from and what it is today and what it meant then and what it means now. And we track our family lineage back to the middle 1500s. That's pretty goddamn good considering all the shit that's been burned down and fucking marauded since then. So yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good that we can do that. Zool, I had no idea how crazy comics would get back in the day. Pretty mind-blowing. Acid influence for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, I enjoy my comics, brother. I really do. I enjoy my drawings. I love doing my model making, like most of you probably already know. I love collecting my guns, shooting my guns, target practice. Love target practice. I think I'm actually going to go get some practice in this week. Bridges don't fly. First person to die before the Revolution, United States of America, was black. Boston, I believe. I don't know that fact, but it would be interesting if we had a link, maybe somewhere down the road that we could pop in there. That would be interesting to look at, interesting to research. MGTOW thread. Dick, are you ready for anything? The freak. Even Joe Biden can't escape from a crackhead story. You can run, but you can't hide from an offspring crackhead. No, excuse me. No, you can't run from the crackhead. They will find you, and they will take all your shit and get more crack. Kelly Giddens. I used to collect comics when I was a kid. Grandma threw them all away when I went in the service. Motherfucker. You know, you gotta love Grandma, but you give her both sides once in a while for some shit like that. Heartbreak. I had a lot of original Thor, Spider-Man, and Aquaman. That's making me sick. Da Freak. Oh my God. Serious lame. I don't know what that's about. You talking about my comic books? No. I do not accept your judgment. James Von Maxwell. At Connor MacDougall, I worked with a guy, wore his kilt, and the girls loved it. Hey, it worried, or it worked. I guess it worked. MGTOW Thread, not afraid to die. No, but how many men are afraid to live? I find that there's a ton of men out here that when you talk to them, they're not afraid to die, but they're terrified to live. They're terrified to take anything that they don't know and try to expound on it in some way, in a positive way. There's a lot of men out here that are just afraid to live. And they've been made that way. And that's why we have channels like this. I was on Black Ram's stream earlier today, and they were dropping some really, really good knowledge. They were talking about this panel of fucking succubus that were trying to tear Ice Cube a new asshole for his willingness to work with Trump. And then they were expanding on why they were so fucking savage about it, why they were so nasty and so mean-spirited about it. And it really all comes down to robbing them of their entitlement. They feel entitled. It's not just black women. It's all women. They feel entitled to your muscle. They feel entitled to your servitude. They feel entitled to every goddamn thing that you have, make, and earn, because they've been made to feel that way. You see, when you set up that aggressor victim mentality, oppressor suppressor mentality with people, that only works on the weak first, and then the strong have to defend against it and crush it. And ironically, somewhere down the line, you actually become the oppressor out of necessity. Law and Colt. Japanese manga and anime knows diversity done right, while Western comics is slowly dead. Western comics have been in trouble since about 2000. I jumped out of comic collecting around 2003. Around 2003. Man, I saw it coming then, and then I jumped out of it. I still have a nice big half box that I've been lugging with me everywhere. Everywhere that I go, everywhere that I end up settling. And I don't regret it. And I'm going to go out tomorrow and I'm going to get me some more bags and boards. I haven't fucking bagged and boarded for 15 years. At least 15 years. So that'll be fun. It'll be interesting, and I'm sure that I'll like it. But when you say Japanese manga and anime, you know, we used to call that stuff Japanimation. And I said that to somebody a few years ago, and they called me a fucking racist. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Using their ethnicity. I said, it comes from Japan, asshole. And they named it Japanimation, not us. So if they're good with it, I'm good with it. So there was a distinct effort to try to change the way that people said Japanimation. So they kind of turned it into manga, or anime. You know, it's like with the fucking bobbleheads. They don't call them bobbleheads anymore. They call them pops. What the fuck? Because somebody made the equation years and years and years ago that a bobblehead kind of looked retarded. You know? So they stopped calling them that. I'm like, what the fuck? Who does that? Red Pill Addict 36. Marvel seems to be putting their female superheroes on top. They don't seem to be. They're doing it. They're doing it. It's like the entire first part of this Marvel deal, starting with Iron Man, and then the 10-year plan, you know, coming up to Endgame, which Endgame wasn't that great. Not in my opinion. If you like it, don't Don't kill the messenger. You know, I like it, but it fell short, in my opinion. It was rushed. It was contrived. The whole time smear. That's what happens when you paint yourself into a fucking corner. You know, and they did. They painted themselves into a corner. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see what the MCU looks like going forward. But they have replaced every one of their male leads with a female. Every single one. And they'll do it with Thor. If it turns out that Hemsworth is actually in the next Thor, that Love and Thunder shit that they're talking about. Love and Thunder? Love and Thunder? I don't like Taika Waititi. I don't like him at all. He did a good job directing his episode of The Mandalorian. Thought that was pretty okay. He did a good job voicing IG-11. Thought that was okay. It was okay. You know, it wasn't earth-shattering, but it was okay. It was competent. But that's what happens when you have these SJWs that run off on their own. They destroy franchises. Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, RoboCop, Terminator, Jurassic Park. They're all fucking shit now. They're just junk. They're crap. Makes me sick. I can't stand life. The freak. You never get bored in Jesus Christ. God's mind is unlimited. Well, when God decides to show me his mind, I'll take a peek. Red Pill Addict 36. I guess I enjoyed Spawn more. I liked Spawn. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that it wasn't good. I enjoyed it. I just thought that to me it looked off. It looked off. I think that Spawn today was with the same technology, you know, with the CGI and all of the matte paintings and screenings that they do now and the way that they do business in the special effects department, Spawn could be fucking amazing. Supposedly they're working on one, or it's in the pre-production stages, something like that. And don't hold me to that. But yeah, man. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. Both of them. Spawn HBO series was awesome. Are you talking about the animated deal? The animated deal I loved. I thought that was fantastic. I loved it. MGTOW thread. Is there any humor in MGTOW? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm humorless. Cheers. Luke Chase. Anyone know the superhero Fat Woman? Nah. Man, God, I hope that's not for real. I hope that's not for real. Oh, Jesus. Americuck. God saith, let every man be a cuckold. God did not saith that. MGTOW thread. Thanks, Luke. James Von Maxwell. MGTOW thread. No. Now get back to your flagellations. Zool at MGTOW thread. I would say so. Bridges don't fly. Most don't know that MGTOW elder. Most don't know that MGTOW elder. I missed something there. Shinobi One. No need for funnies in MGTOW. The world is a way bigger stage of comedy. Yeah, it is. Look, no, that's not true. We do have a lot of comedic strength with the people of Undead Chronic. Give me a fucking break. Terrence Popp and Toxic Male. Come on, man. Come on. Those guys are always going off and producing funny shit. I do my little skits from time to time. Not often, but I do them from time to time. And they're so goddamn funny I can barely get through them. But maybe that's just me. Jim Nichols. I thought about starting a channel, but I have nothing to say that anyone wants to hear. LOL. Who knows? Who knows? What is the inspiration for starting the channel? Is it to become a YouTuber? Or is it to put some stuff out there that you haven't heard? You know, neither one of those are invalid. Neither one. Think about it. Folks been ignoring me to their regrets for decades. Well, that tells me something I just already asked you the question about. Get it, man. Dick Marks. Jesus Christ isn't real. It's a euphemism for goodwill. I am not touching that with a 10-foot thought pole. Wandering Jedi, hit that like button, gents. 179 of you insane humans in a box. 133 Fonzies. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. The Freak. Okay, then. Why not the only comic book to you that matters? Man, you're losing me on that, brother. Am I pissing you off about talking about comics or something? Red Pill Addict 36, or are you not talking to me? Maybe I'm missing this in the chat somewhere. Red Pill Addict 36, Shinobi One, what's coming? Shinobi One, what's coming? Our way is far from comedy. Well, yeah, true. Angel of Destruction, Spawn. Damn, Spam? What's Spam? Spam? Dr. MGTOW, these diversity idiots have no brain. No, that's not true. It's not true. They do have a brain, and their brains have been harmed. They have been wired in such a way that puts them in an adversarial role against you. Plain and simple. That's what it is. Plain and simple. Gold Skull MGTOW, what about Spawn? Spawn kicks ass. Shinobi One, Jim Nichols, you can film anything. People will come, paint drying or grass growing, epic level content. Man, I watched this fucking, this broad, right? She, what was her name? Oh, man. I was just looking at it last night. Some woman that says that she lives out of the back of her Bronco, right, with hundreds of thousands of subs, and she's always walking around with her fucking bikini on, bending over and scraping shit with her titties fucking flopping around with no bra on, right? Oh man, this is the Bronco life, man. You know? And I went to Social Blade and I looked at her bottom end and her top end prices. She's a monetized channel, right? The video that I looked at specifically had like 14 million views in a month. So that, roughly translating, that means that this fucking bitch on a monetized channel for walking around in a bikini saying that she lived in a fucking Bronco made $68,000. $68,000. Who do you think is clicking on that video? You know who's clicking on that video, don't you? Oh yeah. You feel a little bit ashamed, don't you? Because it's one of you. Oh man, it fucking sucks. It sucks. It's like people that claim that they go to OnlyFans and they only go to OnlyFans just to see them bitches. That's all. I don't care about the naked. I don't care if they say my name, but you're paying for it. You're paying for it. In a world full of fucking free, disgusting, piled on top of piles on top of piles, porno, you elect to go pay somebody to see bitches that aren't spectacular. They're not even great. That shows you how fucked up men are. That shows you how fucked up men are. Men are fucked up. Excuse me. Great White Shark Attack. Glad to see you finally getting donations and getting merch. Well, thank you, sir. Only communists are against that. Fuck the communists and feminists. Man, it just took me a long time to get to the notion that I could maybe make something out of this, you know, and I could have done it in 6 months with coming on, but you know, like I said, I've had issues with that before. Like, you know, I've had issues with that. So it took me a long time to get to the idea that I felt like I could do something like that and not be double dealing. You know, I don't want to do things like that. Being as that this channel right here is demonetized, if I'm making money off of the merch store, I can live with that. That's cool with me, right? And then I can funnel that money into whatever male-centric thing that I want to funnel it into. If I'm finding guys that are on the side of the fucking road, which I see every single day, begging for a meal, or they don't have anything to eat, or they're in fucking shoes that don't have any soles on them, which I see every single day, I could just stop at the goddamn light, pull over for 5 minutes, record the interaction, give them $50 or take them to the store, whatever. You know, if it helps me to get a slightly bigger, I don't need a much bigger platform, but if it helps me to get a bigger platform, then it helps us. You know, That's the way that I see it. Though that money coming from a merch store helps me to help you. And it does. And it will. 184 of you badasses and 142 thumbs up. Fonzies. Hey. Lawlin Colt. Static Shock needs more attention. Hell of a movie. I have not seen it. Zool. People actually thought Wakanda was a real place. I know. I was absolutely... Now, don't take this the wrong way. And don't think that I'm joking. I'm not joking. The first article that I read that was coming out of a serious publication, which immediately made the publication laughable and not serious, where they were saying that they thought that Wakanda was legit and why black people weren't there already, I was shattered for them. That was devastating to read, that people really believed that that was a thing, that they really believed that. You know, that there was somebody out there using fucking vibranium for anti-grav trains, you know, and that they lived in a hollowed out asteroid from fucking 500,000 years ago. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? No. My fucking brain turned off when I realized that these people really thought that this was legit. You know, I couldn't believe it. The Freak. Little could you believe. I actually believe quite a bit. Jim Nichols, LOL. Successful endeavors. I've been constantly dropping that PayPal link. That's fine, brother. I've seen it. Thank you very much, SCE. I appreciate it. Don't drop it too much, though, brother. It's all good. James Von Maxwell. The thing about black superheroes, I don't know of one because I don't care about the color of people. I agree with you 100%. When I was a kid, well, younger, I used to watch a TV cartoon called Cops, right? Black lead. I didn't look at the guy and say, hey, look, black lead. You know, it was good guys, bad guys. There were black bad guys too, believe it or not. You racist! Oh man, you're a bigot! Oh shit. Oh man, Dr. MGTOW. People are so stupid. Yeah. Are they? Are they really stupid, or are they engineered to be this defective? I have to believe that these people are taught consciously they are taught to be defective. And they are taught to envy. And they are taught to be greedy. And they are taught that they can assault people because they're a different color, whether that be white, whether it be black. You know, you can see right now that there are hordes of people that are waking up to this, and there are hordes of others that are buying into it. So it'll be interesting to see how this shit goes down the road. For me, it will be very interesting. Excuse me. The Oklahoma Bachelor, Hammer, the 21 convention cucks have allowed Jennifer Molesky to have a public speaking role, and she speaks out against MGTOW, even though she's married now. She is appalled that men think. I just saw Casual Bachelor, one of our other brothers, do a little piece on her where she has this cucked pastor that is the entire setup for this whole fucking thing that she goes through was so that she could kind of punch on MGTOW a little bit and get this guy's opinion of MGTOW. My comment to that video was very simple. Who'd have thunk a trad cuck that agrees with a trad con? You don't expect these people that are getting together to lambast you because you are walking away from usury to endorse that, do you? Do you? Come on. No, you don't. No, you don't. You knew what they were going to say, and you knew what Molesky was going to say. And I told people when Molesky came out, the same as Ukrainian Lens, the same as fucking Nola Girl, the same as Deanna Lorraine, the same as all of these fuckers, Laura Loomer, the same as all of them, Daisy Cousins, and anybody else. I told you all. I told you that she was a fucking conservative-ish chameleon. that she was a chameleon. And she got to a nice big fucking sub count, and then she fucking crawfished, and she started talking out and telling MGTOW to go fuck themselves, right? She wasn't saying that until she got the sub count. You know, she said, oh, fuck the war out of men. If that's not the anthem of a tradcon, I don't know what is. And a bad one at that. She's one of these undercover cocksuckers that will do everything in her fucking power to convince you that she's a good girl, that she's on your side, that she can't stand the laws that bind you, that constrain you, that steal your kids, that rob your ass of that fucking money. But then she'll go talk to a pastor, and the pastor will come out and say, well, fuck MGTOW. He didn't really say fuck MGTOW, but he said, you know, MGTOW's weak, they're lame, they're just a bunch of little boys that are hurt. Oh, they've had horrific relationships, and it's completely tainted the way that they think about hoes. No! No! That is not what it is. It is a conscious choice to not engage in usury, to minimize or eliminate government contact. You see? To self-actualize. To keep your money and your effort for yourself. To not be ground up in the gears of the fucking machine. Or at least minimize the damage. And those people, especially pastors and fucking chameleons, hate that. They hate that. And they'll always use the worst example of any MGTOW or red pillar, or somebody that they believe to be a MGTOW or a red pillar, a fucking sock account from somebody that's trying to stir up shit. They'll take that example and they'll put that forward as a representation of the entire body. That's what they do. It's all that they do. So I told you way back when Molesky popped up that she was a chameleon. As a matter of fact, Mike the MGTOW man said she was a fucking chameleon. Red Pill Elite said she was a chameleon. And there were a lot of guys that jumped in our fucking stream and, oh no, man, she's saying everything right. Come on, brother. You're just too strict. The Oklahoma Bachelor, they need women to come to the table as a voter. Yeah, sure, of course. They always pander to females and anybody that they consider to be a minority. And I say consider to be because there really is no such thing. You can't have a minority if you're not dividing people by race, ethnicity, creed, or sex. You see? That's how you create the boogeyman. That's how you create the fucking drama and the trauma. And that's how you keep it rolling. Is to tell those fuckers over there that those fuckers over there are acting in their own interest and you better do the same. That's how you do it. It's easy. It's easy. You got to have kind of a strong mind, man. You have to have a strong mind. Bing, 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 bing. Luke Chase. South Park is a real place in Colorado. I know. So is Springfield in Illinois from G.I. Joe. Lol and Colt, goddamn spam. Let's get some wrenches on that shit and clean it up a little bit. And thank you very much. MGTOW thread, me too. Hashtag, baby. White as fuck. James Von Maxwell at Luke Chase. It's just south of here. Oh, no shit. Successful endeavors. That link goes to Hammerhand. Yes. That link goes to me. And once again, anybody that considers that does a contribution or a donation, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can only say that and then show you, like I said, show you those receipts. When the shit comes in, when the studio gets set up, when I go out and film an interaction with a man that needs something, you'll see it. Right fucking here. Great White Shark Attack, German 100. Dr. MGTOW, I look 80% white. People think I'm Italian. Ha! You got olive skin there, Dr. MGTOW? Bing, bing, bing. Great White Shark Attack. Hail, Hammer. Hail, Great White Shark. MGTOW thread. All balls. The Oklahoma Bachelor. I'm 100% Armenian. Then you must love the Young Turks. Ooh. Shinobi One, I built the first MGTOW church with blood and sweat from my own body, but it was a bit too liquid. So I swapped it out for wood, and that worked just fine, but I had no donations. It's still possible. It is. And I promise you, and I make you this promise right now, there are many men that are in this stream right now that have been on other streams with me and watched me drop 50, 100, 200 on people regularly. 10, 20, 25, regularly. I practice what I preach. I put my fucking money where my mouth is. I don't see that from a lot of other people. I don't. Zool, there's 45% of what I'm made of that's a complete mystery. There is no complete genetic mystery there, Zool. But I would not recommend going to a gene or DNA testing agency, especially 23andMe, because it's owned by the sister of... Come on, who is it? Susan Wojcicki. It's just comical. It's comical. Wojcicki runs YouTube. Her sister owns and operates 23andMe. The sister's husband is the guy that formed Google, co-partnered the formation of Google. Oh, it's just too good. It's just too good, baby. It's too good. Dr. MGTOW, you look like a Viking. Sometimes I feel like one. MGTOW thread. Osgood means big balls. I don't know about that for a female. Does it really mean that? Because I've never looked into the etymology of the name. Red Pill Addict 36. It's like Jesse Lee says, there's no black or white, just good and evil. I have a tendency to agree with that, but where I will break company with that is along tribal lines. People do act in their own interests tribally. And that goes back to the beginning of time. That goes back to the first fucking tribe over here looking at the other tribe over there. You know, and they're like, and those motherfuckers are like giving them the fucking side eye and shit. So yeah, man. I would hope that we get to a point in life eventually down the road where people can respect one another, respect one another's tribe, respect one another's ethnicity or their creed or their sex, and that we all push forward to advance the species, especially off of this planet. That's what I hope for. I don't know if I'm going to see that. I won't live long enough to see that. I could live 500 more fucking years and probably wouldn't live long enough to see that. I hope that I live long enough to see a human being stand on Mars. That's what I hope for. That's what I hope for. We'll see. We'll see. Shinobi One, Jesse Lee Peterson, Satan, yo daddy. I remember when he fucking said that, and he said that more than once. It's just fucking hilarious. It's hilarious when people get so fucking mad at him because he doesn't bend. There is no give in that guy's philosophy, and I respect him for that. James Von Maxwell, Irish, German, Hungarian with a splash of black, Asian, and native. Who cares about this? It's nice to know where you come from, but I don't look at myself or a genealogy record and say, oh man, I'm going to go get 63% of a pizza today. Woo! I don't do that. I am me, me is me, and you is you, and that's just the way it's got to be. I can walk up to any man and shake his hand, give him a hug, pat him on the back, you know what I'm saying, and be a friend. But there's not many people that I've run across that can do that. Not many. I'm sure that there are some in this stream here, so present company excluded, but there's not many people that I've ever run into that could do that. There was always some kind of an issue. There's always something that's keeping somebody from something. You know, it's fucked up. Lee Davidson, you sure that someone wasn't referring to your family as good and it got misinterpreted? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. It's well documented. We have, what do we have? We have a family crest in Ireland, England, and Scotland. So there was some treacherous fucking activity going on there. Don't even ask me how that happened. Dr. MGTOW, I tracked my great-great-grandfather all the way to France and my great-grandfather to, what is that, Zhengzhou, China? That's outstanding. So you got Chinese in you. That's fucking crazy. It's awesome. Because, think about this. Now, I'm not talking about because you have Chinese in you, but you're talking about let me read that again. And my great-grandfather to Guangzhou, China. They weren't doing very much traveling at that point in time for your great-grandfather to get into contact with a Western woman. I assume your grandmother was a Western woman of some kind, that you don't have two great-grandfathers and great-grandmother Chinese parents, but, that's just me assuming shit. Connor MacDougall. Peter Osgood was a Chelsea footballer back in the 1970s. Well, he's related to us somewhere. We found our ancestral home. It was south and west of London in a little town called Warewell. And that was our ancestral home in England in the 1630s. And it still stands to this day. It's still there. Still there. It's fucking amazing. It's amazing. I really, really so badly want to go over there and check it out and see it, But goddamn, London is a shithole. So, I don't know about that. Max Jeffers. Any relation to the Red Wings hockey goalie Chris Osgood? If his name is Osgood, somewhere down the line we're related. Somewhere down the line. I wouldn't know where that is, but somewhere down the line, if you're an Osgood, you're related to me. If you're a Hamby, obviously you're directly related to me. Big Pitch, since I'm white, does that make me a person of color? Is there a country named white? No, there isn't. There's not a country named black either. Just so you know. Red Pill Addict 36. I like JLP. There is no black or white, just good versus evil. Sometimes, Ding, 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 ding. Craig Furness. English, German, Polish, French, Canadian, and tiny amount of French Indian. That's very interesting, the French Indian part. That's very interesting. Red Pill Dragon. Show some targets sometime. You talking about gun targets? Gun? You mean the ones with holes freshly blasted into them? I could do that. Matter of fact, when I go out and I get this badass shotgun out there and I start puffing them pieces of paper full of fucking bird shot, then I'll do that. I'll bring the targets back and I'll show them. Or I'll post it in my community tab. Caius Ion. I saw some docs. Cool. James Von Maxwell at Craig Furness. Oh, you're evil or something. Honestly, who gives a crap? It's crazy. Quit being all fucking ornery, hamster. What's wrong with you? MGTOW Red. Bullets made me rich. They didn't make me rich. They made me fucking poor. Because I spend money on them. Caius Ion. I think the black guy was part of the a black guy or the black guy was part of the Minuteman squad that fought the Redcoats the first time. Oh, yes, that's what you were talking about earlier. I'll have to check on that, brother. I don't know the specifics of that, but thank you for that comment. Dick Marks, Swede, Czech, German, Norwegian, Romanian, Native American. Goddamn, that's a fucking mix right there. That's a mix. Lo Resi, no, my family is extremely dedicated to archiving our own history. The farthest we went back is around the 15th century as well. That's nice to know. It's really nice to know. Law and Colt, Hollywood is now bleeding and dying. Good. Let it die. Probably some indie entertainment will rise to replace Hollywood and make entertainment great again. I think the best thing that could happen is to start re-educating the public. And I mean that. The 1776 initiative that has been fronted by Trump about sweeping out all of the Marxists and the communists and the fucking Bolsheviks in the education system and then teaching patriotic history is a good thing. But you got to teach world history too. You got to teach all of it. You can't teach it on such a fucking slant that the rest of the world just doesn't matter. You know, our history is world history, and vice versa. For them, it's the same. Same thing. Goodness gracious. Red Pill Addict 36. Color does not matter to me, and my Shinobi One voice. Trust me, no one question everything. Something got fucked up there. Wandering Jedi. Hit that like button, gents. Thank you, Wandering. I appreciate that. 1 hour and 5 minutes. It seems like 10 fucking minutes. How is it possible that I can flap these fucking gums like this for an hour and not even realize it? I don't know. I don't know. Luke Chase, French, English, and Native American. Outstanding. MGTOW, Elder Monk, and Pathfinder. Are you a warrior or a slave? Both. Both. You know you're a slave and you're fighting your ass off to minimize it or to eliminate it. Billy the Goat, when you don't fear life, you won't fear death. I can kind of get on board with that. There's nothing to fear in life, you know. I mean, obviously you should have a healthy respect for things that can kill you or maim you. Sure, I would agree with that. But at the same time, you should have a healthy respect for getting on an aircraft or going 180 down a fucking public road. There's a lot of people out here that do a lot of dumb shit. Zool, fear of the unknown, been around forever. Of course it has. Bridges don't fly. Pootie Pie. Belts for Navy. Craig Furness at JVM. Certainly not, but I know only by reading old family papers and whatnot. James Von Maxwell. And my water heater is ready to explode. You were talking about that shit yesterday, weren't you? Or day before yesterday. Fucking things leaking. Fuck that. MGTOW thread. 10-4 hammer. Right on. Americus DeVille. Stay MGTOW AD approved. Damn right. SCE. Our family is listed on the marker at the Battle of Hastings in southeast England. That's fucking awesome. Bro, that's awesome. Shinobi One. So true, hammer. I was afraid to live for so long. Finally grew a pair of balls and changed my life this year. 32, but not too late. Now I'm free. Yeah, man. Yeah. The goddamn consequences be damned. You know, I mean, look, you have to pick and choose, right? You got to pick your battles. I was told that when I was very young, and I didn't understand it, and I learned from it the hard way. But you have to pick your battles. You pick and choose where to defend yourself, what ground to stand. And you pick and choose where to fall back and retreat strategically so that you can fight and live another day. Everybody does. Everybody. Even folks that make no choice are still making a choice, if that makes any sense to you. Johnny 5 at James Von Maxwell. I went tankless a few years ago. I've heard about those tankless water heaters. Americus DeVille, that was a witch coven. Lawlin cult status of society is sometimes a curse if too much. Sure, it's always a curse to take other people and elevate them above the population. There are no people out here that can govern very effectively anymore. It's just what it is. We have very good people in place, but you also have a lot of bureaucracy and red tape that stops those people from acting in a way that would be beneficial to the majority populace out here. Plain and simple. And it was done by design, and it's fucking terrible. Americus DeVille, game over. We America 110 she-boons. Fuck. Shinobi One. Red Pill Addicts 36. Thanks. I trust number one, believe nothing, and question everything. And there it is. Jim Nichols. I was never allowed to live due to poverty. Only exist. Now I don't care. It's too late. Never too late. You're breathing. Never too late. There are things that you can do. I mean, even the most infirmed human being, you have some option somewhere. And you have to exercise the option. You have to find a way to do that. You know, and sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes you got to run through a bunch of shit to make that happen. And sometimes it's not worth it. But trial and error, hit and miss, you're going to come across something decent at some point in time. You have to. It's just the law of averages. Seek R. Sup, all? What's up, man? How you doing? Bridges don't fly. James, take a water hose and drain it outside. Cut the power first. It should connect. Eric Tate, Hammerhand. Do you remember the cartoon episode Star Blazers that came on TV around 1979 in the 80s? It was ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time. I never watched an episode of Star Blazers, and I never watched Speed Racer, which was kind of ironic because I was a major racing fan, even in 79. So I never watched an episode of Star Blazers. I suppose someday I should sit down and watch that. You know, I should sit down and watch it because I've never heard anything but good things about it. We'll see. Americus DeVille, they want to drive all men curbside. Goddamn right they do. Red Pill Pipe Hitter at Americus. Glad you liked my comment and opinion. Bridges don't fly. Drain it. Drain it. Drain it. Polska Bob. Did you move already, Hammer? No. I am going to check out a place Tuesday, and the place has all the right dimensions, and the price is just about right. It's maybe $100 more than I really wanted to pay, but I want to get out of this stuff, and I want to get away from fucking rowdy neighbors. You know, I got to be honest. The folks around here have been pretty okay, you know, but I fucking hate dirt roads. We have a paved road, and then we have a shell rock road, and then we got a fucking paved road. I can't stand that shit. I hate it. Hate it. So no, have not moved yet, but I'm expecting to be moved by the middle of December. If this place that we go and look at tomorrow is right, and it's appropriate, and it's good for us, I'm going to sign the deal, and then we'll start moving on the 1st of December. That's when they expect to have a vacancy, is on the 1st of December. So yeah, here's open. Red Pill Addict 36, Shinobi One, my favorite quote. Americus DeVille, pipe hitter. James Von Maxwell, bagged and boarded. What the heck is that? That's when you take one of these right here. You see that board right there? You see that bag? You don't have. Let me show you one right here. This is a naked book. It's a naked book. That's a naked comic book. It's not covered. It's not protected. So when you bag and board, that's what you do. It stiffens it so that you're not bending the fucking spine here. So you're not breaking the back of the book like right here. You don't want any crimps or anything on the spine of the book. And when I was talking about foxing, the edges get worn out on the books. All the fucking corners get like shelf wear, and if you handle them a lot and you're careless with them and you start banging the paper, it's what's called foxing on the edges of the book, all four corners of the book. That's what bagging and boarding is. It just protects the product. Excuse me. Jim Nichols, hamster. It is for me. There will be no money to make money. I am 54. Well, I'm 51, and I'm still doing okay. I had a fella hit me up last week, 57 years old, was asking about truck driving school. Maybe that's not for everybody. Maybe you can't do it. I understand. I do understand. But there are trades out there that are begging people to come in, and they will fucking train you. They will pay you to train. If you can get to the place and you can put the time in, you can get something out of it. You know, if you are able to work. There are a lot of folks out here that are not able. They can't do it anymore. You know, your body gets fucking broken down. You get broken down. Your spirit gets whittled away, abraded. And you just get to a point where you can't fucking get yourself out of bed. I understand that. Been there a couple of times. But luckily, I have a drive and I have a force of will. And I'm not tooting my own horn there. There's just things that I want to do and accomplish. So I do them and I accomplish. It doesn't mean that I don't hurt every fucking day because, well, I do. But it's not so much pain that I can't get up and get going. Zool. Some people will do anything to virtue signal. I agree with you 100 fucking percent. 100%. Seek R. Comics. Shade, the Changing Man, is top tier, while The Last Man is very MGTOW related. Simon's, I don't know what you're talking about there, Seek. Sorry about that, brother. Simon says, news, I had my next door single female come over and said if she could borrow my muscles. I said no. And she said, why? I said, my body, my choice. And she stormed, huffing and puffing. God damn. You got to get like a door camera or something and record that kind of interaction. I'd pay you. I'd pay you cash money at $5. I'm serious. To see something like that, that would be fantastic. That's fantastic. Dr. MGTOW, Japanese girls are the cutest ones. Excuse my simping. That's not simping. To recognize beauty or a preference is not simping. So, no need for the excuse. America's DeVille, damn. Shinobi Wan, Brother Seek R, and America's DeVille, MGTOW, Masters, bam. Bam! MGTOW thread, I might be benevolent oppressor though. Check it. Maybe. Maybe. You never fucking know. Thank you, SCE, for dropping that link. I appreciate you, brother. Please, brothers, utilize that PayPal link. Get us to where we need to be. Help us. When we ran out and we were talking with Archangel, our former colleague of Liberation Y that passed on, that man was in deep shit, and he was suffering, and he suffered until his death. But you gentlemen came out of your pockets, man. You gave him $23,000. It was only about a fifth of what he needed. And that was going to be probably a fifth of what he needed again. It is exorbitantly expensive to do these types of medical treatments in the United States. It really is. You know, we just watched our brother Vention go down south of the border and get some major shit done, having a big piece of colon removed, having the anal sphincter removed, having a bag put in his midsection there. That man is up walking around doing his fucking thing, and he's going to live a while. I hope that the liver problems that he's experiencing aren't severe. I hope that they're not severe. But geez Louise, look at the hope for fucking cancer or hope for health or some shit like that. He blew $50,000 in the United States. 50 fucking G's, 50 large in the United States, and got nothing for it. Went down south, and I think he spent, what, a quarter of that? Half of that, maybe? And got everything that he needed. Yeah, we got a long way to go here in this country before we start really taking care of people. Bridges don't fly. What's bagged and boarded mean? Man, I just explained that. I ain't gonna do it again. America's DeVille, my wallet, my money. Damn right. James Von Maxwell at Jim Nichols. Come on, Jim. You need to chat. Hit me up on Gmail. It's never too late, man. No, it's never too late. Hammerhand, TMM at Proton Mail. Jim, if you want to talk, brother, just drop me a line. I talk to hundreds of guys in those emails. Hundreds. So if you want to talk and you want to chat, if anything that you can do, brother, anything that you can do to get yourself in a better position, if I can help you, I will help you. And so will James, and so will any man here. The Hidden MGTOW. Slam those nails, Hammer. Since you were talking animation, I'm playing a Ralph Bakshi double bill tonight on Sunday Night Cine. 11:30. Damn, son, damn. Dick Marks. Hamster. Boarded is the cardboard slap behind the comic that keeps it rigid. You got it. Dick knows what's up. Shinobi Wan. Where is the Hidden MGTOW? Brother, I can't see you. He's right underneath you, Shinobi. Right underneath you. The Hidden MGTOW. I know you have seen them. Tim S. Bobbleheads. Man, people get offended by anything. Fuck, I am way behind in this chat. I'm going to the bottom of the chat, gents. Going to the bottom of the chat. Fucking... Jesus Christ, you guys are going off in this chat. It is difficult to keep up. All right. Gold Skull MGTOW at Hammerhand. When are we going to get that Macho Man impression video? Still waiting for that one. Not right this second. Not right. I got to go out and buy me some Slim Jims first. Tim S. Good night, Bob. Rusty knife won't ever happen. James Von Maxwell. At Timothy's so-called, because most of them are men, no one gives a shit. It's a shame. Successful endeavors. Holy crap! Hammerhand does look like the Cruel the Destroyer. I need to find out who that is, man. Tico Tren in house. The Caribbean brother. Yup, as good as I possibly can at BDF. MGTOW Elder Monk and Pathfinder. Lawlin Colt. I agree absolutely. I believe in God and have a great relationship with him outside of religion and bureaucracy. That's the way it should be. Harry Holbrook. Wojcicki doing a tubin with that family. That motherfucker, old Jeffrey Tubin, the never Trumper, Mr. fucking hate everything he does. Oh man, he went out and fed 500 hungry kids. Well, fuck that guy. He should have just let him die. Jeffrey Tubin is CNN's chief legal analyst, and he works for the fucking New Yorker. And he's on a Zoom call, and he doesn't realize he's still live. He doesn't realize it. Old boy fucking whips it out and just starts fucking double pumping that thing to images of his coworkers. And he's gonna keep his job. He'll keep his job, right? Of course he'll keep his job because he fucking hates Trump, because they hate conservatives, because they hate Christians. You see, so of course he's gonna keep his job. Vengeful Politotron will never leave the planet. Nothing out there except demons pretending to be aliens. End of the world in probably less than 200 years. Aliens, demons, will come to Earth, pose as God, then Armageddon. That is a very good story. Very good story. Seek R. Mars is already fully colonized, probably. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe. Who the hell knows with these people out here? I mean, who knows? Would it surprise anybody? It wouldn't surprise me to know that they had already been doing shit like this for 40 years, moving resources off the planet. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. The Gilded Age Phoenix. You might see a human on Mars, Hammer, when they return to the secret filming location in Nevada. Ha! 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 Maybe. Zool. I'm thinking we need to transcend humanity in order to get along. Not sure how that would happen. I think you might be right. Human beings deny the very simple truth of their existence, and that is that they are warlike. And that has to be tempered. And if you're not willing to temper it, you will be more than willing to commit atrocities in the name of anything. Doesn't take much to justify it. Kelly Gittens, secret space program Hammer. Been on Mars for years, supposedly. Well, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, who the hell knows? Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me if there was part of the moon that was colonized, although they couldn't do it within view of any telescope. That's for sure. You know, you can't account for all of the privateers out here that are shooting the moon at any given time, and they're not going to put it on the dark side of the moon. That ain't happening. MGTOW Elder Monk and Pathfinder. Great-grandmother is Creek and Irish. Great-grandfather is Black and Cherokee. Damn, that's a combination. It's a combination. All right, gents. I'm going to do this little thing that I like to do. I'm going to get down to the bottom of this fucking chat. And I'm going to ask all of y'all, at 1 hour and 23 minutes, 171 of you badasses in the box. 172? How did that happen? Fonzies. Hey, where are you from? Not exactly. Don't put your address down. Rep your state, province, country. Go. I want to see who's representing tonight. I'm going to give you all a few moments to do that. Who did I just see? Psychosoap, the schizo madcap, in-house. Go on ahead, guys. Put down where you're at, roughly. I'm going to run and get me a refill real quick, drain the main vein, and I'll be right back. Y'all put that in the chat. shower on. Hey, don't get a bunch of water all over that floor. You got me? All right, clean
Hello,
up.
friends.
Speak normally, please. All right, go ahead. All right, gents. Thank you very much. I appreciate you hanging tight with me and being patient. There it is. Zool. Hey. All right, let's see where everybody's at, man, and where they're coming from. My goodness. BDF, Texas, 1111 Productions. Hey, LOL. Andorian Nationalist, CBVHD is a good gig. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'll take your word for it. Bomar Dubrochet. Been a minute, Bomar. Good to see you. Cherokee and Austrian mix. Can decide to start a fight or get drunk. Shit. I'm going to butcher this. Clube dos Amigos. Brazil, Kelly Giddens. Michigan, Tim Wilhelm. Tennessee, The Hidden MGTOW. Ontario, Tico Trin. Costa Rica. Scotia, Oregon. No Sweetheart. North Carolina, living in Texas. Eddie MGTOW. Brooklyn, New York. The Reaper, 01, Virginia. Gold Skull MGTOW. California, unfortunately. No fucking shit, unfortunately. The Awakening, Tennessee. RJ, Saskatchewan. 3 Jacks, Pennsylvania. KT, Bastrop, Texas. Dale City, Edmonton, Alberta. MSG Productions, California. The Gilded Age Phoenix. Been in Vietnam for the past 4 years. I have an extreme interest in coming to Southeast Asia. I really want to see Cambodia, Thailand, maybe not Laos so much. Maybe Myanmar. Do they still call it Myanmar? Burma, I guess it was old Burma. Yes, it's another one. Bridges Don't Fly, Texas, Texas, Texas. Matt Manson, Minnesota. Fist Deep, Kansas. Successful Endeavors, the United States. Way to keep it, obscured there and blurry, man. Good guy, good guy. Frankly, my dear, East Tennessee, Wandering Jedi. Hit that button, gentlemen. Thank you. Kurt Grimes, Milwaukee. David Lee Davidson, California. Red Pill Pipe Hitter, Oklahoma. Boomer Sooner. Don't tell nobody that. They get you with that OK Boomer shit. Clube dos Amigos, Brazil, Rio. Didn't you just put another one up there and it was somewhere else? Wolf Joseph, Florida. Timothy, so-called California. Red Pill Dragon, Orlando, Florida. Red Pill Conscious, Ontario. Zool, born in and just moved out of California, now in Utah. Man. Lawlin Colts. People think that Philippines is a land of a joke. Better look at your own society before making a joke of ours. I don't know exactly what that means. I never thought that the Philippines was a joke. Who the hell said that? I never thought that the Philippines was a joke. I've always kind of wanted to go down to go over to the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia. Shit, man, I would love to go island hopping out there. I'd love it. Hopefully someday I'll get the opportunity. I could do that right now, right this second. And that's an excellent segue. I'll finish reading the chat here in just a moment. But that is an excellent segue, man. I didn't have a chance in hell of being able to do something like that, where I could just say, you know what? I think I want to go to Pattaya, or Phuket, or Phnom Penh. I can get on a fucking plane right now and go. I just have some responsibilities here that I have to deal with first. Get that shit fucking cleaned up and then go. And that's the responsible way to deal with things, at least in my estimation. I've never had that kind of power before, that ability to go out, save my fucking money. I don't have to fuck with anybody out here. Just my son, right? Just my son. It doesn't cost $500 a week to feed and clothe a kid. You're not getting your asshole blown out just taking care of a 12-year-old. It doesn't take much. It just takes a little bit of dedication, a little bit of planning. Man, you're good to go, I'm glad that I have those options. I hope that I have the ability down the road to be able to exercise those options. I want to. I don't really want to die on a fucking plane. I'm not petrified of them, but I don't like them very much. MGTOW Life, Southern California, you poor man. You poor, poor man. Red Pill Addict, Daytona, Beaumar, Dubrochet, Kentucky, but you live in Georgia. No Sweetheart, Never Everland. It's the pen. It's the pen. Seek R. There's plenty of red pill evidence for Mars and the moon, and beyond being colonized, the guesswork ain't that much, etc. I wouldn't disagree with you. I really wouldn't. Andorian Nationalist, Weimarica. Oh my goodness. I get that one. I get that reference. Danger Ranger, Oklahoma. Eric Tate, Philadelphia. Baron Yam, California. Red Pill Dragon, Orlando, Florida. That one already came up. Penny Pounder, America. Way to keep it vague. Way to keep it vague. Eddie MGTOW, Flat Earth. You're banished. You're banished. You can never come back here again. No flat earthers. Never. Eric Bullis, Ohio. Jim Nichols, about 200 miles dead east of you. Hammer. So you're like in Virginia or North Carolina. No Sweetheart. Your mama house is where I'm from. Nuh-uh. My mama don't do that. Harry Holbrook, get the dough to Hammer for the gear. Elephant Butte, New Mexico. Thank you very much, Holbrook. I appreciate that. NZ Tiger 1, New Zealand. God damn! Say hello to Jacinda Ardern for me. Show her the videos. She'll try to have somebody assassinate me over here. Baron Yam. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. I love the fact that you put that together like that. 1111 Productions, America, fuck yeah. MGTOW is wonderful. Vention MGTOW says Western Washington, headed back to Tijuana, I assume for those possible ablations. Invention MGTOW legend in the house. Thank you very much, sir, for being in here. I appreciate you. And I'm going to hit you up on that email, man, as soon as you get back. So maybe we can get something rolling, brother. I would appreciate that greatly. Pretentious Hermit. Arizona, left my local blues in California. I would have too. J.R. Wilson, Northeast Pennsylvania. KT, D's nuts. Gotti. Shit. Chico Trim, Red Pill. Nicoya, did I get that right? Nicoya, Costa Rica. Man, I lived out in West Palm Beach and Lake Worth for a big chunk of my life. Never made it to the Bahamas, never got to Costa Rica, never got to Puerto Rico, never went to Cuba. I don't know. I always liked going to Little Havana, Little Cuba down in Miami. Friendly folks, Some of them can be some son of a bitches, but for the most part, very friendly, accommodating folks. Lawlin Colt, proud Filipino and proud to be stubborn against other stubborn. But are you stubborn? Red Pill Pipe Hitter, TJ, always had good times down there, Tijuana. That I can remember. Well, that's fucked up, so it must have been a good time. America's DeVille, Apple Valley, California. High Desert, San Bernardino County, 30 miles east of Big Bear. Isn't that northern California? I thought, maybe I'm wrong about that. I thought Big Bear was up in Northern California. Cheers, gentlemen, cheers. Psychosoap, a.k.a. the Schizo Madcap. The Gulag. Is that South Dakota? San Diego? I'm assuming you mean San Diego. A guy that I watch, Gary Beekler from Nerdrotic, runs a great little nerd channel. Cool shit. Talks about a lot of cool stuff, a lot of stuff that I like. He said that he moved out of San Francisco and went down to San Diego, which is like a hometown for him. Said that there's a world of difference between San Francisco and San Diego. but he's leaving California altogether. I assume that's what you mean there, Madcap. Is SD is San Diego. The gulag has to be California. Tico Trend Vention in the house. Damn right. The hidden MGTOW. No water on the floor. No fucking water on the floor. Clean up after yourself, boy. He heard me. 170 of you mad meat beaters in the fucking house. 183 A's. Oh man. Welk Cub Narb. What the fuck? Did I get that right? Welcome Narb? Narb? I hope I got that right. Twin Falls, Idaho. Pretentious Hermit. Vention, you need a t-shirt that simply... It's too soon for that. You need a t-shirt that simply says semicolon. That if you had a shirt that just had a semicolon there, that would be fantastic. Fucking A. I'd buy it. Wandering Jedi. I'm from Texas, but now living in the Northwest U.S. America's DeVille, California, the Marxist center of the USSA. Damn, that's a mouthful. Marcos Hernandez. I'm late, but back in the house. Nice to see you, Marcos. Timothy Sokol. Compton, Wilmington, adjacent? Adjacent? Penny Pounder. Hammer Jr. My man. Kelly Gittens. Hi, Vention. Harry Holbrook. Best wishes to Vention. Outstanding. SCE. You had to pull a Kendall Rican Hammerhand. I don't know. Did he do that? Did he do that? Bro, I'm not going to sit down here and pop a fucking bladder or pee in a cup. I do enough of that shit on the road. I don't like pissing in jugs. I don't like it. Look. If you are not a truck driver and you've never done long haul, you don't know what it means to sit there and have to go to the fucking bathroom and not be able to stop. So we become very adept at inserting the snake into a jug and pissing while we're going down the road. Because you got to. You don't have a choice. You have to. You can't stop every time you got to go urinate. God help you if you got to drop a deuce. I mean, fuck. Cheers again. 1111 Production, Orange County, California. Man, we got a whole bunch of California in the house. I'm starting to get nervous. Just a little bit. MGTOW Life. That's Kick-Ass at Pretentious Hermit. The Dreaded Man, Georgia, Andorian Nationalist at Welcome Narb. I'm in Boise. Boise crawls with feminism. I fucking bet it does. I bet it does. I can see that in Idaho. I really can. The Hidden MGTOW, Sup, Vention, Iron Man. America's DeVille, Apple Valley is Trump country. Got a bunch of them Trumpers out there going around and fucking whooping on minorities and dumping bleach on them and painting them and hanging fucking chicken wire around their necks. You talking about that kind of Trump country? Fuck that shit. Valhalla, Britain, Scotia. I'm a California refugee. America's DeVille, Escape for California. Red Pill Addict, Florida, Daytona Beach. America's DeVille, Planet Earth. Thank you. Thank you. I thought you might be checking in from the moon, one of those asteroids or a piece of space junk. Who the hell knows anymore? I don't know. Luke Chase, Quebec. America's DeVille, worldwide. No fucking shit. I want you guys to take a look at that. That's why I do that little call out there every once in a while. You see? Now you can see the numbers up here. 174, right? There's 174 you madcaps in the house. But is it 174 MGTOW or red pillars or monks all over the world? Is that it? Is that all there is? I don't think so. How many guys do you know that do streams like this? 5, 10, 20, 100, 1,000, all over the world? It's thousands and thousands and thousands. And they, in turn, have thousands and thousands and thousands of subs. Tons of people that come back and watch these streams after the fact because they can't check in. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of red pillars, MGTOW, and monks out there. And we're everywhere. And it's not going away. It's not going anywhere. As long as this usury exists, as long as motherfuckers are being treated unfairly, as long as people are getting shit on in the ways that we're being shit on, it's not going anywhere. There's a need for it. There's a call for it. Welcome to the club. The loose fitting club. Let's say it that way. MGTOW thread. Red pill MGTOW life is a breeze in the ATL. Had a friend of mine get murdered in Atlanta not too long ago. She was driving to work. Gorgeous fucking girl. She was a model. She was about to start modeling a clothing line for me. And somebody shot her to death while she was driving to work. Stay easy in Atlanta. No sweetheart at SCE. Glad you are feeling better. I could tell that SCE was feeling better when he would message me and say that he was laughing his ass off at something that I just put up or commented on. And I know that if you're laughing your ass off, then that rib, that motherfucker ain't spreading open when you start fucking puffing them lungs out. So I'm glad that you are feeling better. You and Vention both are essential to this community of men. And I appreciate the hell out of both of you. And I'm glad that you're both feeling better. I hope that things go well for you, Vention, down the road here, especially going back to Tijuana. KT, I had some Philippines co-workers and they were the nicest people ever. I have met both kinds from the Philippines. When you get the Filipino women over here into the United States, they go insane. They go crazy. That's the only kind of Filipino woman that I have ever met over here. No disrespect to the Filipino woman at large, but the ones that come over here, they go fucking they just go crazy. They go crazy. My brother married a Filipino woman. Was with her for a good long time. She was a great girl when he met her. By the end of it, she was shipping most of his paycheck over to the fucking Philippines, acting like a big shot, and when she got caught, that was too much for her. So then he said, fuck you, I'm leaving. And he left. He thought that they were just having money problems and they were struggling. He didn't realize she was shipping his goddamn check via Western Union so that she could look like a big shot. Bridges don't fly. Al, you Californians, stay out of Texas. All you Californians, stay out of Texas. You know, I don't think that there's a problem with Californians going anywhere as long as they don't bring their politics with them. Don't go to another state as a Californian. Don't go to another state and vote like a Californian. You guys fucked your whole country up over there. And yes, it's a country. Don't believe that state shit. It's a country. It's a country. California's a country, just like Alabama or South Carolina, North Carolina. It's a country. It's a country. They fucked their country up. They destroyed their country. Don't go somewhere else and vote that way. Silly people. 1111 Production grew up in the Philippines, the most welcoming people. I can absolutely believe that over there. I can believe that over there. Over here, they go fucking crazy. Most people, when they come to this country, they have a very warped perception of how things operate over here. They think that everything is milk and honey. They can't believe that there are people living on the fucking streets. They can't believe that there are drug addicts and murderers and that every place doesn't look like New York or the Ohio Valley, or Napa Valley. They can't believe it. They can't believe it because they never see any of that shit. It's never shown to them. So when they get here, they kind of go ape shit. They go crazy. Excuse me. Billy the Goat, island hop around Baguio? I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know where that is. I'll have to look it up. Darth MGTOW, 2 monsters equals $6 to Venom. $2. Save your money. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. KT, too late. Texas is done. Texas is in trouble. Texas is in trouble. Austin is a fucking filth hole. Texas is in trouble. Billy the Goat, my mom is from the Philippines. Well, say hi to mom for us. The Gilded Age, Phoenix. Thailand, overrun with foreigners, especially Britishy ones. Nice oceans, but that's about it. Cambodia is kind of like dirty India, filled with desperate people and kind of dangerous. Laos, There's no comment on Laos, so I'm assuming that that's a no-go. Americus DeVille, I was born in Arlington, Texas. Texas is the bestest. No, sweetheart, at BDF. Yes, please stay away. Austin is not your new home. Oh, man. Oh, man. Got some friction. Americus DeVille, California ruined me. California will ruin any fucking body. KT, they ruined Austin. It's bad. Austin's bad. Austin is bad. Them motherfucking transplants. They've done that to parts of Phoenix in Arizona, Flagstaff. You know, I mean, who fucking just got in over there? Kristen Cinema, you know, and she ran on the platform of being bisexual. Diversity. And that's what got her elected in a deep red state. It's fucking crazy. Americus DeVille, fuck college towns. Yeah. Sam Tuesday, Omaha, Nebraska, United States. I bet Omaha's pretty, man. I've been through there once, but I didn't get to stay long enough to look at it. KT, I want to get out of Texas now. Been here for 39 years. Maybe you could just go to a different part of Texas, you know? I mean, unless you're looking for like a total landscape change, like beach scenery or, you know, rolling mountains. I don't know. No, sweetheart. Dallas is blue. Yeah, I know. Caesar Best, Hammerhand, finally caught you live again. What's up, man? What's up? I'm here, brother. 1 hour and 47 minutes. It's incomprehensible to me that you men are not bored to fucking death. It's incomprehensible. But that's what the weekend chill streams are about, man. Saturday and Sunday. Just getting on here and, you know, rummaging through life and a little bit of factual and a little bit of actual with you guys. And that's what I like to do. I enjoy that. I enjoy engaging with people. I wish I could do more of that in real life. IRL, as the children say. You know, but what's the fucking point? There's no point. It's more of a pain in the ass than it is anything. And that's only because people are really very predictably unpredictable. You know, there used to be a day, man, where I lived for that Friday, that Saturday, and that Sunday going into Sunday afternoon. Just the greatest fucking time ever. It was just the greatest time. Spend all day out. Well, I'd have to get my cartoon binge in. And then from about noon 30 until 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, we're just out fucking running. Just running. Myself, my brother, and the rest of the gang, man. Just doing things. Going out to the fucking store, riding the bicycles all over the place. Terrorizing motherfuckers. Not literally terrorizing, but you know, just being a pack of savage kids. Not breaking shit. I don't want to give you the wrong impression. But you know how it is, man. When you're 30-something or 40-something and you see a bunch of kids running around on bicycles, hooting and hollering with no goddamn shirts, with soda bottles hanging off their necks and shit, yeah, you fucking hate them. You hate them. Can't stand them. Lawlin Colt, looking forward to seeing you in the Philippines. We welcome you and enjoy what life gives true meaning. I would love to run to the Philippines. I really would. I would love to make that run. I'd like to hit Southeast Asia. You know what I'm saying? Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, maybe somewhere in Malaysia. Maybe not so touristy. Because I want to go and see what this stuff is like for them. You know, one of the biggest heartbreaks that I ever had, and I mean this sincerely, was I always had this notion, you know, when I was living down south, when I was living in Florida, you always hear about that southern hospitality, you know, when you get like into Georgia or Tennessee or Kentucky. You know, and you always hear about the California easy living. You always hear about the Texas coast, the third coast. And you get there, and it's just another strip mall with Starbucks and 7-Eleven and Ross, less clothing for less, and Marshalls. It's the same fucking thing everywhere you go in this country. And I hate that. I had a genuine expectation that things would be different. And then you start watching videos on YouTube. You watch videos from Bangkok, Pattaya, Phnom Penh, right? From Manila, from Luzon, There's fucking 7-Elevens and BPs everywhere. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? This isn't hometown flavor. This isn't culture. God damn it. It makes me fucking sick. It makes me want to puke. America's DeVille, most urban centers are blue. That is not a lie. Not a lie. Bridges don't fly. I live near Austin. Perhaps lunch and barbecue sometime. I'd love it, brother. I have lots and lots and lots of vacation time built up, and I get 3 nice breaks throughout my work year here. And next year, I will have put some years in at one of these places that I tow for. Excuse me. And I've got a lot of time. I got a lot of time now, and I've worked my ass off to put myself in a position to have that kind of time. And one of the things that I've really wanted to do is to travel to all of these red pillars and MGTOWs and monks, these people that make these videos, and cut some one-offs with them, you know? Get out and see the fucking world a little bit, see the country. I would not be opposed to flying overseas to have conversations with dedicated content makers. I would not be opposed to that at all. I'd love to fucking do that. If that's wet, don't stick it in there.
Stamp.
Hang it out. Hang it back over the door and let it dry out. I think they're all right. Hang it over the door and let it dry out. America's DeVille, but the vast majority of the remainder of the cunt, But the vast majority of the remainder of the country is red. Country. Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you. Zool. Yeah, it is. The overwhelming majority of the 95% of the country is red. 95%. Just look at the last electoral map. Crazy shit. Zool, it's the SJW nut jobs of Cali, not everyone. I know, but unfortunately, nobody jumps out there and opposes it. No one. No one. Unfortunately, the main breeding ground of them. It is the main breeding ground. Yeah. One Fast Deck 47. Hey, Hammer, red pill up here in Canada. Oh, man, they're going to come and get you, man. They're going to get you. Kelly Giddens, flown all over the world. I feel the same way as sitting in a car. I'd rather be a driver than a passenger. The same here. Same here, no doubt. Forgotten Furion, a.k.a. ALAP. I could get on a plane. I don't want to die on one. I'm not petrified by them or anything. I'm not. I just don't have any desire to end my life falling to my death. It could happen. You know, it could happen. It could happen. But eventually, man, you're going to have to get off the fucking schneid and make the decision. You know? You're going to have to. And I'm pretty sure that I've made the decision. I'm just procrastinating. Zool, I loathe having to have grown-ups around them. I don't know what you mean there, Zool. Jim Nichols, no, that's not far east, 40 miles west of Kentucky and West Virginia line. Oh, okay, I got you. Seek our hollow earth, not flat earth. Not really hollow. You know, big iron molten core and magnetic field and all that shit. Bridges don't fly. Austin has tent cities now full of dope heads. It sucks. 1-bedroom apartments are $1,200 fucking bucks. Pick one. It's the same outcome. Oh man. Kelly Giddens and Shar. I don't know what that means. Charlie, Juliet, and Harry Holbrook. Yo, man, I'm down in LC. KT, yep, they fucked up ATX. Clube? I hope it's Clube. I don't know how to pronounce that. Dos amigos. The world is flat like a pizza. Absolutely serious. You absolutely need to get some sleep and stop believing everything that you read. No, sweetheart. At Bridges Don't Fly. Really? Austin was fun. Sad to hear that. Yeah, man, it sucks. It sucks. We America 110, Austin is full of shit libs. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know that. McPherson G, they are flooding Texas with libtard refugees from out east and up north that got out of there 4 years ago. KT, even the outskirts suck now. Psychosoap. Fresh off a monkey's ass and you're all making me homesick. Damn. 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 Don't get homesick. I don't want you to mount no monkeys, and that's just undesirable looking. No. No, no, no. No, sweetheart. Man, I don't want to lose Texas. I think Texas is maybe not in serious trouble, but if you have a few more years of unchecked migration, people jumping across the goddamn border hoppers, which this year is the first year since about 1966 that our net immigration has been zero. None. Not fucking one. As a matter of fact, if you look at the immigration reports, the ICE reports for deportations, we have deported 500,000 this year. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. If you don't have a legal right to be in the country, get the fuck out. Plain and simple. It's not a fucking buffet. It's not open season on the United States. And it ain't ever going to be. Ever. We let it go way, way, way too long. Blah, 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 blah. Wandering Jedi. Hit that like button, gents. Thank you. Wandering Jedi. Thank you. McPherson G. Ticks is still good in the small towns, though. Yeah, but the small towns, man, they're losing their ability to affect or sway votes. You know, and when people are really comfortable to just sit back on their fucking thumbs and not get out and participate in the process, then those other motherfuckers are going to. Now, that's how we got that fucking dummy AOC in. She won that district, which was one of the biggest lib districts, one of the biggest Dem districts in New York. She won that district with 14,000 votes. 14,000 votes. And she won it. And now that stupid motherfucker is in Congress, a fucking bartender, talking about global goddamn warming, melting ice caps, fucking polar bear hemorrhoids, all kinds of fucking shit, fucking cow farts. I mean, this is your fucking Congress. And this is your Senate. The Senate's not much better. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Harry Holbrook graduated state many years ago, lived in L.A., in La Mesa, L.A. Mesa? La Mesa, for 3 years behind Chops at Charlie. Lawland Colt, depends on how society is, I can be stubborn. I imagine. Most of us can be. The Gilded Age, Phoenix. Big Bear, Southwestern California, on your way to Vegas. Okay, cool. I always had the impression that it was like up north. I don't know why. MGTOW Life, Big Bear is Southern California. Cool. McPherson G. Arkansas is good in Tennessee, but Tennessee is getting flooded by libtards, especially in Nashville. Yes, I know it is. KT, I'm about 30 miles east of Austin. MSG Productions, I bought land in Arizona, will be moving out of California soon. Congratulations, and I really, really hope that deal works out for you. I really do. Vengeful Politotron, Fefels will never see themselves. They don't see us. So they damn sure don't see themselves. No. KT, I have small acreage and a little house. Outstanding. Hopefully here within the next couple of years, I'll be able to save up enough money to get me a couple of acres. And I'm going to put probably the last residence that I will ever inhabit on this earth on it. Or sell the motherfucker. I mean, if it turns around and we get some value out of it, then I'll turn around and sell it. And just rent. I'm okay with that. Fuck it. You can't take it with you. The only reason that I ever had for wanting to buy anything like that, land or a house, is to pass it on to my son. That's it. That's it. To just try to make his life easier, you know. And maybe that kind of sucks a little bit because we've seen what happens when men make life easier for other men. We see what happens. But I don't want the kid to fucking suffer. Learning hard lessons is one thing, but suffering all through your life and being crushed by that's not a good way to live. Not a good way to live. Holy fucking shit. 2 hours. It's not real. It just, no. 2 hours? No. My God. 189 of you still here. It's just not. No. 208. NZ Tiger 1. LOL. Will do, brother. Don't know what people were thinking voting her back into power. It will be an interesting next 3 years. I know what they were thinking. A lot of y'all are, no disrespect, but a lot of y'all are cucked as fuck. You know, one of you just won the IndyCar championship today. Scott Dixon, right? Scott Dixon is liberal, real liberal. His wife is real liberal. And they kind of set the example for other people, you know, from New Zealand. Here, anyways, the perception over here. So, yeah. It's a funny story. Scott Dixon and another driver were held at gunpoint and robbed at a fucking Taco Bell in Indianapolis a couple years ago. It's crazy shit. Ridiculous shit. KT, thinking of taking a hiking trip up out in West Texas. Just be careful. Don't be like that bitch that said she slapped her head and got lost and wandered around the woods for 2 weeks with them crazy fucking eyes. Have you seen that bitch's picture? She's got them crazy fucking eyes. Nobody that is sane, their eyeballs do this, and they're like, nobody that does that is sane. No, something wrong with that bitch. The enabler. Sup, fellow MGTOWs. What's up, enabler? MGTOW Elder Monk and Pathfinder at Andorian Nationalist. I live in Boise as well. You live real close to Mr. Elite and Mike, the MGTOW man. And where the fuck is Mike at? What happened to Mike? He ain't done nothing for a minute. You gotta ask Red Pill Elite where that man's at. What happened to him? We America 110. When Marxists fled from Germany, they first landed in San Francisco. Oh, I know. And they were promptly installed in all of the teaching institutions. The Frankfurt School, the liberal think tanks. Oh, yes. And they're still here. KT, honk, Zool. Are a lot of truck drivers still smoking meth? I don't know. If you see fat truck drivers, you can rest assured they're not smoking meth. Unless they just started yesterday. Cheers, men. Cheers. The hidden MGTOW. I pissed in a large McDonald's cup. No choice, no time. Yeah, I don't think I've done that one. I never stop at McDonald's unless I'm like on the weekend with my kid, with my son. Oh, by the way, he says to say hello to you men. Straight from the horse's mouth. Timothy Sokol, the epicenter of fitness Gold's Gym, is now the new Skid Row. Skid Row? Skid Row? I bet it is. America's DeVille, 92 miles northeast of DT, downtown Los Angeles, at the 2 o'clock position on the map. Right on, sir, right on. MGTOW Thread, peace out. That was fun, brother. See you, MGTOW Thread. Be good, my man, be good. And sleep well if you're headed to sleep. Red Pill, Pipe Hitter, Piss Jugs. It's the way of the road. Ray, Ricky's dad from the Trailer Park Boys. That ain't no fucking joke, man. The hidden MGTOW. I filled that bitch too. McPherson G. Funny these libtards are running from the high tax states to tax-free states and fucking ruining them. Like Texas and Florida have 1 million in the last year refugees from the libtard states. Yeah, I know. That's why I was happy to get out when I got out. I saw the trends occurring. I saw the rents going up. I saw the food prices going up. And I'm like, nope. I love this place. It's my fucking home state. I was born here. But I'm not going to be living on the street because these motherfuckers are ruining their states and coming here. Nope. SCE. Hate those bumpy Texas roads when you gotta go. Yeah, man, they suck. They suck. MGTOW Elder Monk at No Sweetheart. No horses for me. Just survival farming. Gents, I'm going to come down here to the bottom of this. I'm going to read off one more line, and I think we're going to call it a night. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. The Successful Endeavors. MTMM is working like a dog. Hammerhand. I didn't know that. It'd be nice to hear from the brother. It really would. just so that we can make sure he's okay and everything is good. Baron Yam, Orange County has some red pill people in faux show. Red pill pipe hitter at Big Pitch. Nobody has ever called me a lover, at least not to my face. Well, let's not break the tradition right now. Lawlin Colt, hi to Little Hammer. I will pass it on. Cryptos Logos, guys to see you again, Hammer. Good to see you again. Good to see you too, Cryptos. Lee Davidson, tell your son hi. I sure will. Vengeful Politron, opinion of young men's daily red pill. I think that the brother is solid. I think that there are some holes in the information. But I think overall, it's a good channel. It's nice for people that are that age to listen to Red Pill, to know about Red Pill, to know about MGTOW and Monk. And I see a lot of people in those comments on that channel where that young fella, well, the people in the comments anyways, are saying I'm 19 or I'm 23 or something of that nature. And I saw this bullshit last year and I just went monk. Fuck it. I'm done. Now, I have no reason to believe that that is 100% legit. We all know that we just blink out there. I think we just blink. We all know that that's 100% not true. I mean, you're not just gonna see. You're not just gonna see something happen and then just go monk. That's just not gonna happen. So I think that a lot of people are playing around and goofing around in the comments. But I do believe that a lot of people are looking at that brother's channel. I think he speaks well. He's got a good head on his shoulder. He has a fairly firm grasp of the principles of MGTOW, of Red Pill. Fairly firm. There are some holes. There are some logical fallacies that show themselves every once in a while. But it's nothing major. But he's speaking to an entirely different age group. And I think that that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You start red pilling people around 13 or 14, I believe absolutely that that's the way that it has to go. You know, I mean, I'm not going to take it upon myself to go out there and red pill other people's kids. Now, if they're watching this content or somebody else's content that mirrors this, it is what it is. I'm not going to say nothing to them. You know, I mean, we've already got a couple of very young, self-proclaimed MGTOW that kind of grift around and interact with us every once in a while. And I don't have a problem with it. You're not too young to be aware. You're not too young to understand that people are intentionally out here fucking you over and using you. You're never too young to understand that. So it can fuck the world up, and I wouldn't want to see the world get fucked up, and it can really hurt other people. Wouldn't want to see that. You know, but Stardust said it not too long ago. There are some people that need to stay in the blue pill malaise. Trying to bring them out, sprinkle that fucking red pill crack on them, it'll kill them. Some people are better off left alone. But the people that are gravitating to the message, that are gravitating to the idea of that type of independence, come on, bring it. The hidden MGTOW. Sup, little mallet? I'll pass it on. Red pill pipe hitter. Loser, not lover. Oh, okay, I got you. There you go. Harry Holbrook, lead, follow, or get out of the way. The military gave me the ability to get a degree 3 decades ago. Cheers to all the veterans and MGTOW brothers. Thank you, Harry, and thank you for your service. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. We have a long line of military service in our family, so thank you. Luke Chase, hello, Mini Hammer. Cryptos Logos, good to see everyone else as well. Darth MGTOW, hello, little dude. Casual Bachelor, what's up, Hammer? Hey, what's up, CB? I was just talking about that fucking thing that you aired with Jennifer Molesky and that fucking cuck pastor. I am still going to do a video on that. I've got that shit loaded and ready to go, and that'll probably drop sometime this week because that was fucking infuriating. That was infuriating. It was insulting, and it was infuriating. So I'm gonna bomb both of those hoes. I'm gonna get them. SCE MTMM called me not too long ago. He's doing good, outstanding. Bridges don't fly. Tell your son we said hello. I will pass it on. Big pitch at Baron Yam, OC, California. Yes, still a lot of conservatives here, but a lot of liberals are spreading their disease here. Brother, I don't know, man. Didn't Beverly Hills just hold a Trump rally? Downtown Los Angeles just had a fucking gigantic Trump rally. It's getting around. We'll see. We'll see. MGTOW Life at Vengeful Politotron. That's a solid channel. Yes, it is. McPherson G, they just passed a new trucking law where everyone is mandated to take a drug test every year instead of when your name pops up on the random. Yeah, well, I always did that anyways. There was a fucking stretch where I ended up taking 9 fucking randoms in like 11 weeks. I was so fucking pissed. I was so mad. You know, that's no way that's random. In my very humble opinion, that's a dependable drug test to meet a quota. So they keep sending your ass to the fucking thing. Supposedly it's random. Bull fucking shit, it's random. You don't get picked 9 times in like 11 or 12 weeks to take drug tests. No. Bullshit. Zool at Vengeful Politotron. My condolences. Yeah, man, it's hammered into their heads from the get-go. We're looked at as just another naive mansplainer. Just got to try not to let that mess with our heads. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Red Pill Pipe Hitter. I was deployed to Ramadi, Iraq, and Helmand Province in Afghanistan. That was some shit in Ramadi. Were you in the business at Ramadi? There, Red Pill Pipe Hitter. Big pitch, nightly reminder, leftism is a mental illness. Goddamn right. Valhalla, great stream, Hammerhand. Thanks to all of you men. Thank you very much for showing up. Thanks for being in here, and I think I'm going to take the fuck off. I think I'm going to get out of here. We are at 2 hours and about 20 minutes, man. That's a pretty healthy stream, right? Do you ever think you could sit here and watch this crusty old fuck flap his gums for that long? I couldn't do it without your input. I couldn't do it without your great comments and without your suggestions. And like I said, man, when we get down the road a piece and we get the studio set up, when I finally get the funds to get that going, it'll be my pleasure to, professional things up a little bit, but I definitely don't want to polish them up. I want to keep it just like this. You know, I want to be able to speak my mind. I don't give a goddamn about the monetization. I really don't. Fuck them. I don't care about that. It would be nice to have, of course, but I mean, I'm just not like that. I'm not like that. I'm not going to ask you to censor yourselves, and I'm not going to censor you. Not at all. Now, if there's somebody coming in, obviously trolling, leaving dumbass comments, or trying to fuck you up with pedo links, that's a fucking thing, then I'll delete those. So eat a dick. But other than that, I ain't going to censor you. And I don't ask men to bite their fucking tongues to save the feelings of a certain demographic of the audience. I don't do that. I won't do that. And I'll never do that. But it'll be nice to have a more polished, a more professional, not necessarily polished podcast. But we're going to keep it like this until I can get that studio set up. Nice and informal. I like the chill streams on the weekend. I think they're great. I think it's a nice place to come to chill and to hang out. You eat some fucking popcorn, drink a beer, smoke a bowl if that's what you want to do. I'm not with it, but if that's what you want to do, I ain't got nothing to say about it. Motherfuckers drink gasoline, so what am I going to say about it? Have one for me? I guess that's it. So I will pass on your well wishes to my son out there. He'll be happy to hear that. And thanks a lot, my friends, my men. Remember, every day above dirt is an opportunity. You may think that you don't have too much of a chance out here. You may think that you're constricted. You can't do shit. You can't move. It's over for you. It's never over, man. You're breathing. There has to be something that you can do to get yourself into a position to have some joy out of life. And remember my email, Hammerhand, TMM@ProtonMail. If you need to talk or chat, throw a goddamn message at me. I'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you. I talk to hundreds of men. If I can't carry on lengthy conversations, please understand that. spot me that just that much. But I'll talk to you, man. You need to get some shit off of your chest. Come at me. Talk to me. I'll talk to you. I'll help you out. The best that I can, anyways. And any man in this stream right here, right now would do the same thing. I know that you would. I know you would. So, gentlemen, I'm going to dip. Peace out. Y'all have a good Sunday, and I'll see you on Monday.